Good afternoon and welcome to part 2 of the How-To series for the Cultivate programme. Today we're going to look at how to prepare your seed bed. On our previous How-To, it was how to dig the soil and get it ready for this particular point in working on your allotment. So we're now a few weeks later. The soil's had a time to break down with some recent frosts and also with all the rain we've recently had. So therefore it's now a perfect time to start to cultivate the soil using this cultivator to break down the soil for all the large clods. We then go over with a rake to create a finer seed bed. Now, I'm not going to sow any seeds today, but what I'm going to do is put on some cloches to warm up the soil so that I can sow some seeds in the next few days or so when the weather warms up and the ground's had a chance to warm up. The seed bed's had a chance to warm up, so we're now going to prepare the seed bed again. So we just re-rake the ground and we're going to sow peas in this particular line. So put out the line across the plot, and again we're going to use this hoe to this type of attachment to create a drill in which I'm going to plant some peas. So we draw the hoe along the line to a depth of approximately 5 centimeters. We then take the peas, you can see they're quite a large size seed, and we place them approximately 5 centimeters deep, but between 10 and 15 centimeters apart in a sort of zigzaggy pattern across the drill. Once we place them all in the ground, we then use the hoe to draw back the soil over the top of the seeds to bury them. We then go along and then firm down the soil again to make sure that they're staying in place and won't get washed away if it rains. What we could do also now is cover them over with the cloches again to keep them nice and warm, to encourage them to grow a little bit faster. So now we're going to sow some carrot seeds. Now these are very different, they're much smaller, very tiny. So we put out the line across the plot, and then we're going to use the point on the edge of the hoe to create a drill about 1 to 2 centimeters deep. We draw that through the ground to create this nice V-shaped drill. But because these are really small seeds, what you're going to do is put them into your hand and then take a pinch with your other hand and then gradually push the seeds out through between your fingers along the drill to try and keep them as far apart as you can. Once we've sown the row, draw back the soil over the top of the drill and gently tamp down the soil using the back of the rake. And hopefully in a few weeks' time, they'll still be just starting to poke up through the ground.